Hello, everyone. My name is Jason. I'm a channeler, and I'm here for Daily Dose of Hope, Daily Dose of Hope, day 98. So I've been coming on or trying to come on almost every day. Sometimes I wasn't able to. Recently, I've been kind of on a good streak here, even though you can tell I'm just like exhausted. Forgive that. But what a daily dose of hope is. I was guided to come on to give a daily dose of hope because, as you probably have already noticed, that the energies on our planet are starting to increase and things are starting to get a little bit wacky, and might be a little bit hard to understand. It's a kind of like a storm season energetically. A lot of things are happening. So I'm just coming on just to give you a daily dose of hope and just to tell you that everything's fine. You're going to be okay. And so, what how these go is first I talk about something that's kind of in the air, something I've channeled, and then I'll do a channeling, and then we do a pocket of peace, which is a guided meditation, short guided meditation, and that's usually focused on the theme of the day. And yes, so nice to see you again, and nice to meet you. And let's begin. I just made an interesting carrot stew. It's very, very simple. Usually, I'm so tempted when I make stews, or when I make any kind of anything. I have all of these different spice mixes and masalas and everything, and I'm usually tempted to just make it very spicy. But today I was trying to restrain myself. I just had just a little bit of turmeric, a little bit of cayenne pepper, some salt and pepper, and that was it, and some ginger. And but yeah, so it's just like a carrot potage, I guess. And but I put a little too much cayenne pepper. Oh, I did put some cinnamon in it too. So it's a pretty spicy, interesting thing. But it's amazing how just making something like that can relax you so much. The power of cooking. It's pretty amazing. So what I wanted to talk about though today is that this morning, Sandalphon, Archangel Sandalphon, took me into the inner earth. And I was expecting to go to the place that he took me to before, where I was talking with some of the inner earth beings. And but instead he took me to this place, and it was just the cloud. If you look up above you, it's just like this one long kind of cloud, like those fake clouds that they've been put in our sky for the past forever, or past for most of my adult life. But it was one of those clouds where it's just like, that clouds don't really look like that. It would just look this really, really long. Um, it's like a baguette. It's like a big long piece of French bread. And it was just like right above me. And I looked up and it was just this very massive cloud. And then below me, it was just ice. And it wasn't just like pure white ice. It was just kind of like dirty ice, I guess. It just mixed with different colors. And it was a very desolate landscape. And I thought, my goodness, this is in the earth. And Sandalphon said, yes, it was a scene of a war that happened within the earth. And it's one of the inner wounds of the earth. So we all have those inner wounds, these traumas that are something, well, most of the time influencing our life and guiding our decisions. And that is the shadow work that we're working on to just heal those wounds. And even the earth has these. I mean, it wasn't self-inflicted, of course. It was us, other beings that are living on the earth, but it's kind of, yeah, it is a wound, and it's just more of a sign that the earth is just ready. She's ready to move. She's ready to heal, and so she's held on for long enough, kind of thing. But it was very interesting. I asked Sandalphon what I could do. Like, should I heal this? Is there some way to heal this? And he said, no, just knowing about it, just observing it is enough. Just having the knowledge that it's there is enough. So the earth, in that sense, there's a lot of stuff out there in the mass media about how, this save the earth stuff and all these, like this chemical that they're trying to get rid of on the planet and all that. That's, of course, it's a farce. That's just silly talk. All the scientists know that that's not true, but there's something deeper than that, and that is that, yeah, the earth does have these injuries, and these are energetic injuries, and these are from not from well, yeah, these are from wars and all of these things that we're doing, these negative things that we're doing, in that sense. And she is a part. We are collaborating and creating our experience here. And so she's in a sense facilitating the experience, but I think she's, yeah, as you probably have heard before, she's kind of had enough. She's ready. And that was kind of what I got from that. That was my feeling that I got from that. That wasn't what Sandalphon said to me. That was just what I felt there. Take it or leave it. And the other thing I wanted to talk about was this: every morning I do a clearing and I call in a whole bunch of guides. Like there's about 7 guides, and I call them in, and then we just bless the earth together. So we're all just kind of like hanging around, and we're just kind of like blessing the earth. And I usually end up doing some sort of like it's a kind of an improvised dance and song. And I didn't know what I was doing, and I was just like, "Yeah, I'm not sure what this is about," because it's just kind of coming to me. I'm not really thinking about it, and every day it seems to change. And so I asked the guides again. I said, "What are we doing? What is this? How is this helping the earth?" And what they said was that this what they're doing is uh, dealing with the morphogenetic field, dealing with the mass consciousness of the world, or of the earth. And so they're just bringing it to a neutral state. So that is what they're doing, and that is what all of these kind of interpretive moves are, and these vocalizations are. So that was interesting. So kind of like going, don't not going to direct places on the earth, but actually working with the whole mass consciousness, and trying to kind of put that back to the default state. So neither yin nor yang, but in between, and non-dualistic kind of thing. That's what they told me. Um, so those are the two things I wanted to share today. My experience this morning. Um, Sorry, I've got something in my eye. Um, yeah, interesting. Something in my eye. I'm not seeing correctly. Huh, interesting. So I wonder if I'd like to ask the guides to come in, and maybe if they'd like to talk a little bit about the earth and about what this was down under the earth, and if they do, if they want to talk about it. And also, there was some confusion about yesterday's channeling about manifestation. And so maybe they can clarify. So here we go. And what is the message for today? Whole bunch of questions. Here we go. Greetings. We are that one that you know of as Sandalphon, and we are very happy to be here. We do not make many appearances here on this platform. We are not necessarily, how can we say, we are more geared towards an energetic healing and energetic working out with this being than a uh, verbal one. But he wanted us to come in to communicate, to talk to you, and so we will. So what we showed this being this morning was, yes, this was a scene of a war that happened inside the earth, and it was a desolate place, and it is a desolate place, and nothing can grow there, and the earth cannot fulfill her destiny within that space. She cannot be who she is in that space. She cannot grow in that space. It is a frozen space in that sense, and in that nature, it is still her. So she does not escape her nature, but it is a frozen part of her nature, a man-made creation that stopped a part of her from growing. If it weren't for that war, it would be a very, very different scene. The scene there would be one of of growth, of all kinds of things growing, and of wonderful abundance. But it is not that scene. And what this is, though, is showing you what is actually happening within the earth and how you are affecting the earth. The way that you are taught that you are affecting the earth is not true. You are affecting the earth in a more of a spiritual way and more of an emotional way than anything else. That is the most important thing. That is what is you when you are creating without realizing what you're creating. When you are stuck within your third dimensional realm and without realizing what you're doing, for example, unconscious while watching movies or unconscious while watching TV shows or listening to music, then that energy is being harvested and that energy is taken off and that energy can be used and it will harm the earth. And so that is what we would say that is the most important thing, is that your vibration, your frequency is the most important part. So if you think about ecological things, if you want to be good to the earth, just raise your frequency. That is the most important thing. Forget about all of these other things. Well, maybe some of them might help just a tiny little bit. The most important thing is once you raise your frequency, then everything else is risen. And that is what we would say about that. And what is happening now on your planet, what we would like to tell you now about your planet, what we work on is a lot of what is happening inside your planet, inside the Earth. And we are a communication. We help, we guide people within those two parts. We guide people into the grounding of the earth. You see, you look down on the earth and you see that you think the earth is below, is under you, but if you were to stand on the other side of where you're standing, you would realize that you're standing upside down and that the person below you is standing right side up. And so it's important to understand that what is below you is also right side up, as you are also right side up as well in that sense. Although in this time that you are living in, many things are upside down. And so we'd like to talk about that a little bit, about your connection with the earth. You see, you came here to help the earth with her ascension. You see, you and the earth are ascending together. And so you came, many of you light workers came here to help with this ascension, to help guide it in a very peaceful way, in the smoothest way possible, so that everyone can experience it without too much of a rocky ride. And it will be a rocky ride, and it has been, but it won't be as rocky as it could have been. You see, you holding your light, holding your frequency now, and holding down this heaven on earth in these times is truly affecting this ascension process and affecting the frequencies that are happening on your planet. You are helping the planet to ascend, and you're also helping the human race to ascend as well. And so understand, and then you are also experiencing ascension too directly. This is a very novel experience for all of you to actually experience ascension yourself within a third dimension body, moving into a more crystalline body. But this is a very, very novel experience. Not many beings in the universe are able to experience this, and so this is part of your toolkit. This will be something that you can use as well. Understanding how these work, how these ascensions work, will help you to ascend other places. So if you so choose to, you can be incarnate in other places that are about to ascend, and you will have this in your toolkit, and you will be able to understand how this works, and you will be like those leaders now that are helping the ascension, helping to break all of you out of the matrix. So you are training now. You are training on what makes an ascension happen and how to break out of these matrices, of these control structures, and a very, very complicated and complex control structure that has been laying in wait for thousands and thousands of years. The plans have been laid down for thousands of years. That's how long it takes to fool you into falling into this trap of the matrix. And so that is how well thought out it was. And so for you, in the short period of time, to be awakened to it and to understand how it works is a gift. And it is something that is given to you so that you can help as well to start to free not only this earth, but also many of the places throughout your universe. It is time, it is time, it is a time. So not only is it time for your earth to ascend, but it is also time for many of the planets and for the whole universe to ascend as well. So with you and with your ability to do this, you'll be able to teach that, and you are teaching that throughout the universe. And that is what is happening at this moment. And as far as ascension is concerned, and as far as manifestation is concerned, yes, all the things that you think about, you create. Everything that you see, you have created. You have created your life up until this point. And so manifestation is something that you do even without thinking. So why not do it while thinking? Why not think about what you would like to see rather than going through your day just seeing the things as already there and saying that you can't change them. Why don't you just go throughout your day and change them? Why don't you go throughout your day and create what you would like to see? This is another place, another thing that you can do within these crazy times, within these wacky times that this being talks about. You see, in normal times, it is much easier to manifest because you understand the whole system. You understand what is going on. You understand how everything is going. Things are not in such flux. But now you are in a very, very intense flux in a transition period. And then to be able to manifest in a transition period is also a very advanced concept, something that we would suggest trying if you are so inclined to do. This is not something that you have to do, but it is something also that you can include in your arsenal, in your toolkit when you go out and you can create your own universes. And when you go out and you help others to free others from their confines, from their matrices. And so we are that one that you know of, the sandalphon. Hmm. All right. Let's see. Ah, hold on a second. I'm gonna have to stop this a second here. Hold on. Turn off my microphone. Hey. All right. So I'm back. So all is well. All is well. So that was the message for today. Let's see. Patty said, "Time to think about the message." Yeah, time to think about the message. That's right. That was the intermission time. Do, 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 do. There's a lot of stuff in there. So we talked about the earth and the rift in the earth. Um, what else did we talk about? The rift in the earth and also about manifestation. Yeah. So I was thinking the same thing yesterday about manifestation. I was thinking, okay, so what do I want now? And it's like, wow, it's really hard to think about that now because I don't know what's what anymore. I don't know what the future is. I don't know how the world's going to look. So it's like, how can I, before it's just like, oh, I'm pretty sure all these structures are going to remain. So, okay, I can imagine something. But now it's like, well, maybe that's not even going to be there. So why, complicate stuff? And so that, yeah, I think that was confusing for me and probably confusing for you as well. So I think he clarified it a bit. And I think that's an interesting idea that in this transition period, in these crazy times, we don't know what's happening, what's going to happen yeah, even in the tomorrow. So, but in to be able to manifest consciously in that time, because we are already right now, like we living by living, we manifest. Like I manifested this room every morning. I manifested. If I stopped doing it, it probably wouldn't exist anymore. I mean, that we're holding up energetically everything that's in our life, and so we are manifesting. So even in these crazy times, we're manifesting. So why not just have fun with it? So I think that's the idea. I think, and being able to do that in this time where we don't know what's what or what's happening is kind of a very advanced way of manifestation. And it might help us, not only in this life, in this world, and then in the next, maybe dimension that we go to, but also in our other lives, and yeah, in our future. So I think that was it. That was the message. Yeah. Hmm. Yeah. So, all right. And so we got Michael and Patty and a cafe. Greetings, greetings. So today I have a very, very serious musical instrument. It is the egg shaker. This is the egg shaker. A very, very, it took me years to master the egg shaker, and I still haven't mastered it. Maybe it'll take me a lifetime. So anyway, sorry about that. But yeah, so the egg shaker. What I thought would be great with the egg shaker would be to shake out everything that we need to shake off. So this is really good. Using these kind of shakers, or using drums, or using these kind of things is really good for shaking up excess energy. Things we need to let go of. And so I thought maybe we should do a pocket of peace for letting go of the things that we need to let go of, and for dreaming of the things that we want to dream about. What do we want to see? Maybe manifestation is not like just a simple everyday thing. Like I want to see a beautiful, beautiful tropical bird land on my head, for example, whatever it is. um, so it's funny. A few nights ago, in a dream, uh, that was an interesting dream. I was about to give a speech on this big stage, but I wasn't going to go on for for an hour or so, and there were all these people getting on the stage that I didn't know, and I decided to take a walk, and so I was walking around, and I saw these cute little birds, these tiny little birds, and I was watching them, and I was kind of imitating their bird calls. And then this egg, the egg, there it is. Then there was an egg, and out of the egg a unicorn hatched, and it kind of fell, and I tried to catch it, and then it started looking at me, like I guess it just assumed that I was its parent. And I thought, oh no, I don't know the first thing about caring for unicorns. I mean, I've never cared for a unicorn before. And anyway, so random stuff here. Okay, so let's use this, and we're going to do a pocket of peace to shake off any excess things that are anything that we're holding on to, or anything that's holding on to us, so that we can be free to see the world as it is, and to be ourselves, and to be free of the shackles. Here we go. Okay, so first, here we go. All right. So here we go. So I'd like you first to close your eyes, and to imagine that you're surrounded by this beautiful, tranquil light. And this light is a light almost like a mist. You're surrounded by this mist, and it's just covering your body. And it just makes you feel relaxed. It makes you feel like everything's okay. And this is the mist of unconditional love. You are loved no matter what you do, no matter what you say, no matter where you are, no matter what you do, you are loved. And you know why? That's because you're love. You are love, and that is your natural state. So you are just becoming who you really are. That's all. So let go of any of those regrets. Let go of anything all those worries, those regrets, those things that you have to do, the things that you have to worry about. You don't have to worry about anything right now. All you have to worry about is just feeling that you are in love. And when you feel this in love feeling, just expand it out into your room. And then I'd like you to feel if there's anything that you feel like is still kind of holding you down, keeping you away from feeling the sense of love. I'd like you now to just imagine that this sound that I'm going to play is just going to shake it all away. It's just going to shake it all up, and all that stuff will just go away because it's not necessary for you now. So imagine all your worries, all your fears, all your regrets just going away. Here we go. I'm going to shake them away. All right. Good, good. Just let them go away. See them just kind of going into the earth, and you're just grounding them into the earth. They're not harming anyone in the earth. They're just being ground, and they're being turned back into just energy. And then I'd like you to feel this energy and expand it out into the whole country that you live in, and then into the whole world, so that everyone is feeling this unconditional love, and they're also feeling this feeling that they all that stuff is shaken off them. They feel like they've had this amazing energetic massage, and all that stuff, all those fears, those worries, those regrets are just gone, and they just feel so much lighter. Just imagine everyone, all the cities of the world, all the in the countryside, in the cities, everywhere, all around the world, people are just walking around saying, I don't know what it is, but I just feel so much lighter now. I just feel like just refreshed. Like it's good. I'm okay. I don't have anything to worry about. I don't know why I was worrying about all that stuff anyway. I'm here and I'm in love. I'm gonna do this thing. I'm gonna create this thing. I'm gonna live this life to its fullest. I've got this, and you've got this, and we've all got this. Ah, and just to ask that this pocket of peace continues until the next time we do one. And always remember that these pockets of peace are for you as well. That you can use them. Just pull them out of your pocket and just use them whenever you need it. So, all right. I hope this didn't come on too loud. Sometimes it can get a little abrasive, but that's the point. Um, Sometimes like people who listen to really, really like abrasive, like heavy metal music, like that music is actually really good for shaking up all of that stuff. It just kind of it resonates with that energy of all of that fear and anger and all that stuff. It resonates with it, and then it just makes it disappear. So that's resonance. That's the power of resonance. But so instead of heavy metal, I was using a blue egg. You can substitute in this recipe. You can substitute. All right, I'm gonna stop. Okay. All right. Yes. So thank you guys very much for listening in. I hope you are all well. Um, let's see, Brenda. I hope your son is feeling better. Um, and yeah, let's see. And yeah, so thank you, Michael. Thank you, Patty. Thank you, Akafe, for joining in. And yeah, I hope you're hopeful. I hope you're all doing well and just surfing these crazy waves. And yeah, so hopefully see you guys tomorrow. And yeah, ciao for now. Thank you.